Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today and happy Labor Day. Today is Labor Day 2019, but unfortunately, to be real, Labor Day is a leftist holiday because it was founded upon the notion that it was the unionization of American workers, which played the main role in leading to the increase in the standard of living of American workers. And this cannot be further from the truth. It was not unions which led to shorter work weeks in terms of the amount of hours worked for employees or higher wages. It was not unions at all. What allowed American workers to not work as many hours to support their families, what allowed us to make higher wages, was capital investment. It was businesses investing capital to buy equipment, which made employees more productive. See, wages are driven by productivity, by how much you are able to produce. Back in the day, back in the early 1900s, the Ford Motor Company, right, they paid their employees a very nice wage. It wasn't because of unions. It was because the Ford Motor Company invested in capital equipment, which allowed its workers to produce more cars. See, before then, people had to build cars by hand and it was a slower process. Employees can only get paid so much when they're able to produce only a few amount of cars. Come Henry Ford and his capital investment into capital equipment, employees, he I'm pretty sure invented the assembly line when it comes, at least in terms of building cars. It was the first time an assembly line was used for building cars, and that increased the employees' output, which increased their wages. And it allowed them to not work as much because they didn't need to, because they were able to produce a lot of cars with the amount of hours that they worked. It's capital equipment which allows us to produce this many more cars in 40 hours per week. It's not unions forcing companies to give their employees off. And it's not that I'm against unions, okay? I have no problem with voluntary unions among employees. What I am against is coercion. So it's when a company or an employee is forced to participate in a union. That is what I'm against. Now, back in the day, employees got very violent during the so-called labor movement. There were riots. One event specifically when this happened was when the employees of Carnegie Steel Company in Pennsylvania, they attacked the steel plant with whatever demands that they had. And it took the National Guard to stop the riot, right? See, now, you don't realize it, but nowadays that is still allowed. The only difference is it is not the employees attacking the businesses, it is the government doing it for them. Because the government forces businesses to allow their employees to unionize, and the government also forces non-union employees who wish to gain employment with the company to join the union. So if you want to gain employment at a company that has a union, then you have to join that union. If you don't, then you can't work there. That is what I'm against. It's all about voluntarism, people. It's all about voluntary interaction and the respect of property rights. Who owns that business? Not the employees. The employer owns the business. Who owns the employee's body? Right? Not the unions, not the governments, the employee does. So if an employer and employee want to have a non-union relationship, then that's what should happen. That's what should be allowed. Now, I'm not against voluntary unions. If employees want to, as a whole, bargain with their employer through voluntary means, that is fine. I mean, employees can go on strikes. Don't expect your job to be waiting for you when you get back, but employees can go on strikes, no problem, because there's no force, there's no coercion involved in that. All you're saying is, hey, if you're not going to pay me this wage, then I'm not going to come in until you do. I'm not going to come into work until you do. Nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of that may be rooted in a misunderstanding of economics and business and how it is up to you to control your own destiny. It is up to you to increase your skills, which will increase your wage. A lot of these strikes have to do with employees just not getting that. But feel free to do it if you'd like, as long as you're not forcing anyone else to do it and you're not forcing the company to do it. You're not forcing any employees to do it. But anyway, that is the end of my Labor Day rant. Happy Labor Day nonetheless, and at least most Americans don't even realize that that's what Labor Day is about. All they know is that it's a day off from work and a time to eat some cheeseburgers and drink some beer. But today, jumping to the point, I'd like to talk about 10 reasons why I think that local coin shops are the best place overall to buy your gold and silver bullion. I like local coin shops for many reasons. Now, I order stuff online from time to time, but most of this stuff, 95% of my precious metals, I buy from my local coin shop. So I got a list right here of why I like local coin shops, and I'm going to go through it right now. So number one, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get with a local coin shop. A lot of times I like just walking into a coin shop without any intention of buying anything specific, and I just see what they have. And sometimes, oftentimes, you stumble upon really cool things. A couple examples right here. The other day, not too long ago, I picked up this Devil Dog bar for $1 over spot. I didn't walk in with the intention of buying this. I just saw it. I thought it was cool. Just added it to the collection. It's something I didn't have. I like to stack and collect at the same time. I like to buy a variety of low premium bullion. Some other things that I just stumble across. You know, everything here I bought at my local coin shop without the intention of buying it. But this 1984 Engelhard Prospector round, so cool. I have about 8 of these. I got them all from my local coin shop. Or this extremely beautifully toned American Silver Eagle. All cool stuff. The other day, I picked up these 2 coins. This classic 1984 Sunshine Mint round. I love these things, and they're very prevalent. I see them all the time. I think I want to get more of these. Very cool rounds. I got this for $1 over spot. The other day, I stopped at another local coin shop, which I've never been to before. Just wanted to stop in there, see what they had. And I found this colorized American Silver Eagle. And I picked this up for $1 over spot. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Or just like this proof 10th ounce American Gold Eagle. I got this for the same price as a non-proof American Gold Eagle, 10th ounce. Same price. But it's proof and it's cool. So that's one of the main reasons why I love shopping at local coin shops. You never know what you're going to get. It's always a surprise. And you know, it's just so exciting walking through the door. It's like Christmas Day for a nerdy patriot like myself. Okay, reason number 2. It's private. You can pay cash for everything, which means no paper trail, which I've mentioned in a previous video, paying cash for precious metals, which means the government doesn't know you have it. People who are, able to sue you don't know that you have it. No paper trail. It's a beautiful thing. It eases your mind when it comes to knowing that people can't get their dirty mitts on your precious metals. Reason number 3, you build relationships, all right? Which is a great thing. You make friends with like-minded people. You talk to the local coin shop owners. You get to know them. You get on a first-name basis with them. And you can have great conversations. And the next 2 or 3 points is a subcategory of building relationships. So another great reason, this is reason number 5. Reason number 4. It makes it easier to sell. When you build relationships with coin shop owners, they know who you are. They know where you buy your precious metals from. It makes it a lot easier to sell. So, like this generic Highland Mint bar, I have 55 of these. All right, sometimes generic silver can be, sometimes I guess, I haven't experienced it, but can be harder to sell than say your American Silver Eagles. But my local coin shop knows where I got these. I got them from them. Right? They would have no problem buying all 55 of these back if I wanted to sell them. So it makes it easier to sell. And another subcategory of building relationships, it's a great place to learn about stacking and numismatics. A lot of these coin shop owners have been in the game for a long time. You can learn a lot from them. The other day, the coin shop that I got this from, I was looking at their numismatic coins and I saw an 1821 dime, I believe? And I noticed that he graded it himself, and he graded it XF details, which means that it's ungradable because something was wrong with the coin, whether it was either damaged or it was tampered with in some way. It was doctored. So I asked him, why is this 1821 dime graded XF details? Was it whizzed or something? He was like, no, this coin was cleaned. And he brought it out of the case for me so I could look at it under a loupe. He was, this coin was clean, but this coin was whizzed. And he showed me I forget what year it was, but a barber dime. And he allowed me to look at both coins under the loupe so I can see the difference between a cleaned coin and a whizzed coin. Right? The cleaned coin, it's a very, very dull shininess to it. Not really any luster. It's a very dull luster, and you can see tarnish in the deep crevices. So specifically around the stars on American coinage and stuff like that. The high points are clean and shiny, but the crevices are toned and tarnished. Right? That and the luster did not look good. It didn't look real. So I could easily tell that was a clean coin. And then he showed me the whizzed coin, which was honestly harder to tell that it was doctored, because the luster looked pretty good, and he himself said it was a really good whiz job. But the luster looked pretty original. There were some breakups of the luster in the fields and stuff like that, so at points you could tell something was up with it. But if you look at whizzed coins under a loupe, under magnification, they have a grainy texture, right? Because that grainy texture, I believe the way they do it is they hit the coin with a wire wheel, which makes very small scratches in the coin, which simulates luster. It can give the appearance of original mint luster, even though if you know what you're looking at, you can tell the difference. But the whiz coin had more of a grainy look, right? A grainy look with decent luster, and the clean coin had a dull look with crud in the crevices. So there is just an amazing amount of knowledge that you can pick up for free by going to local coin shops, by networking with the coin shop owners. It's invaluable information. Another subcategory of building relationships, you can find great deals. Great deals, just like this colorized American Silver Eagle. I picked this up for $1 over spot. It's an ASC, right? I could easily remove this colorized decal if I'd like. And I have an ASC for $1 over spot. You cannot beat that. Or some other great deals that I've found. Local coin shops are a great place to buy poured silver. If you like poured silver, right? Many of us know it can be pretty high premium, but you can buy it on the secondary market at local coin shops for cheap. I got these for $1 over spot each. So awesome deals that you can find at local coin shops. My one local coin shop actually has poured silver a decent amount of the time. When I went in to pick up this Sunshine minting round, he had a 10-ounce skull Atlantis Mint poured bar. It was just this badass skull, and he was selling it for $1 over spot. So local coin shops are a great place to find low premium poured silver. Another example of a great deal. Not too long ago, I wanted to pick up a silver coin for my daughter, and I stumbled across this 2018 Silver Panda. It's not on this table right now, but and the coin shop owner, Frank, he sold it to me for $4 over spot. Where else are you going to find a 2018 Silver Panda for $4 over spot? Now, do you think if that was the first time I ever walked through those coin shop doors, you think he would have sold that to me for $4 over spot? Probably not. It's because I built a relationship with him over the years. It's very important to build relationships because you never know what they'll lead to. Okay, another reason. I lost my count, but I have a few more reasons left. You can buy coins sight seen rather than sight unseen. And this is particularly important for numismatics. It's much better if you can see numismatic coins in person before you buy them. I know nowadays really good photography is taken on coins that are sold on the internet, like with a lot of these online auction houses. They take really good pictures, but it's still not as good as seeing the coin in person, putting it under a light, taking your magnification out, and looking at it yourself in person. So that is a benefit to buying numismatics. You can see the coin before you buy it. And that can help you ensure that the coin isn't doctored and stuff like that. Obviously, you need to have a lot of knowledge in order to spot doctored coins and stuff like that, but it's still better. Another great reason, you can gauge resale value better. If you want to know how much you can sell your precious metals for, whether it be under spot, over spot, at spot, depending on what you have in your stack, just go to your local coin shop and ask them. You know how many times I've asked, hey, what do you buy American Silver Eagles for if I want to sell them back? Or what would you buy this bar for if I want to sell it back? Or Engelhard and Johnson Matthey bars, what do you buy those for? This is very important stuff to know. And it's good to ask multiple dealers on their buyback price. By knowing how much you can get back when you go to sell your precious metals, that helps you gauge on what kind of precious metals to buy, depending on what kind of stacker or collector that you are. All right, my 9th reason. You can get your precious metals quick. I don't know about you, but me, when I get that gold and silver urge, it's hard to fight it off. I wake up and I just know today's a gold day or today's a silver day. I need my gold and silver fix. And nothing's better than just being able to drive 10, 15 minutes down the road, going into your local coin shop and picking some stuff up right away. Although many of these online sites, deliver your precious metals pretty quickly nowadays, but not as quick as being able to drive 10 minutes down the road. And I understand that many of you may not even have a local coin shop in your area. So, this video may not apply to you. You may have to purchase online. So, if that's the case, I understand that. But I live in local coin shop heaven. Right? There are so many around me. It's amazing. And really what that tells me is that there's more people that stack precious metals than we think. Right? I have 3 coin shops within 15 minutes of me. Maybe even more than that. Maybe 4 or 5. There's a few that I've never been to before. The fact that there's that many coin shops around me tells me that there is a demand for stacking precious metals, a demand that we do not see. There are shadow stackers out there. Precious metal stacking is alive and well, and that is a great thing, and it is that which will eventually lead to the freeing of our money, to the freeing of our monetary system, because there are still patriots out there that are not stupid, that understand what's going on, and they understand that the government and the banksters are trying to rip them off, and they're nullifying that with precious metals in your town. People like me and you. All right, my last and final reason number 10, you are supporting local commerce. I think it's good to be very locally oriented, community oriented. I love supporting my local coin shops. They're keeping the tradition alive. They're keeping the hobby alive. And they should be rewarded for that with your business. So there are many reasons why I love local coin shops. Here are 10 of them. I may have forgotten some. If any of you can think of anything, please let me know in the comments section below. And thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. And don't forget, do not fall for the Labor Day propaganda. Do not fall for the regressive agenda. All right? If you want to learn real history, real American history, real economics, if you want to be de-brainwashed, then go check out Tom Woods' Liberty Classroom in my affiliate link, which will essentially give you the knowledge of a PhD in libertarian thought. If you take these classes from Tom Woods' Liberty Classroom, you will know that this leftist propaganda with Labor Day is a big farce, and you will not be stupid enough to fall for it. All right? You will see the world through a different lens, through an empowered lens, if you take these classes. So if you'd like to check that out, feel free. Affiliate link in the description, Tom Woods' Liberty Classroom. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll talk to you later.